Hello everyone, I hope you are fit and fine. Today in this video session, we are going to see a critical appreciation of the poem Silver. Silver is a poem written by an English poet Walter de la Mare. In this poem, he personifies the moon in various ways. So without wasting the time, let's see the critical appreciation of the poem Silver. We all know it very well that whenever we are going to see the critical appreciation, we need to follow the board pattern. In this board pattern, you need to think about the name of the poem, the name of the poet, rhyme scheme, figure of speech, and the last important point, that is theme. And let me tell you one thing, today onwards we are going to write down the critical appreciation in paragraph form because it's very necessary to write down the critical appreciation in the paragraph or in the paragraph way. So let's see the critical appreciation of the poem Silver. So the title of the poem is Silver, which represents the central idea of the poem, which highlighting how everything appears silver on moonlit night. We all know it very well that the title is all the time suggestive of something, that is representing something. So this title is also representing the central idea of this particular poem. The poem has been written by Walter de la Mare, who became known as the children's author. The poem is a sonnet. Already I have told you that this poem has only 14 lines, and such kind of the poem is called as the sonnet. And in this sonnet we have the total 7 rhyming couplets. Rhyming couplets means we have total 2 lines, and of course 7 rhyming couplets we have. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is AABB. The poet has rightly used the rhyme scheme, that is AABB. This is the common rhyme scheme of any one of the sonnet. So walks the night in her silver shoon. In this particular line, we have the figure of speech which is called as personification. Personification is such kind of the figure of speech where we transfer the human qualities to the inanimate things. And in this poem also, the poet, or in this particular line, the poet has personifies the moon as a woman, and the quality of walking is transferred to the inanimate thing, that is night. So night or moon. It tells us, now it's very important to write down something about the theme. So now we're going to discuss about the theme. It tells us how we perceive things in different situations. The moonlight conquers the darkness of the night and brings about change in the plain surrounding. So we all know it very well that moonlight plays a vital role, and as per our perspective we can see the scenario. So this is all about the critical appreciation of the poem Silver. Now we are going to see the figure of speech or whatever the poetic devices which were used in this particular poem. So let's see the figure of speech. So before that, अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, please subscribe our channel for new and innovative learning of English language. So let's see the figures of speech which were used in this particular poem. The first figure of speech we are going to discuss, that is inversion. Inversion means what? Inversion means sometimes poets change the correct grammatical prose order of words of line of a poem for the poetic effect, and this may be emphasize something or to make lines rhyme. Rhyme बनाने के लिए, या sometimes they would like to create the impact, and of course due to that they had changed the prose order, and due to that we have the figure of speech which is called as inversion. Here I have taken an example from the same poem, that is from their shadowy coat the white breeze peep. So in this particular line, if you are reading this line, so you can easily understood that this particular line has something wrong. It means the poetic or the prose order is wrong, and so the words are not arranged in the correct prose order. The correct order is what? The white breeze peep from the shadowy coat. So this is the correct prose order. But for the poetic effect, Walter de la Mare used this figure of speech which is called as inversion. And after discussion on the inversion, we are moving ahead and we are going to see another figure of speech which is used in this particular poem. Repetition. Repetition, already you know it very well, that repetition is the simple repeating of a word within a short space of words with no particular placement of the words to secure emphasis. So of course this is the repetition of the words in a short space of the words. So here also we have one example of repetition. Silver fruit upon silver trees. So the word silver is repeated for poetic effect. And of course here we have the repetition of the word silver. Due to that we have a figure of speech which is called as repetition. After discussion on this particular figure of speech, that is repetition, we are moving ahead and we are going to see the major figure of speech which is used in this particular poem, that is personification. When inanimate objects or ideas are given human qualities, such kind of the figure of speech is called as personification. And personification is a common figure of speech which you can see in so many poems. So here the moon is given the human quality of wearing shoes and at the same time walking. So walking and of course the second quality, that is wearing shoes. So these are the qualities of the human beings. These are not the qualities of the moon. So here the poet has personified the moon. And of course after discussion on the personification, we are moving ahead and we are going to see one of the new figure of speech for you, that is synecdoche. Maybe you have learned this particular figure of speech in the last semester, but in this semester also you need to discuss about this particular figure of speech which is called as synecdoche. Remember the pronunciation of this particular word, that is synecdoche. So a figure of speech in which part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. अगर कोई चीज छोटे से चीज बड़े से चीज के लिए रिप्रेजेंट करती है या वो चीज बड़े से चीज को रिप्रेजेंट करती है या फिर बड़ी से चीज छोटे से चीज को रिप्रेजेंट करती है, so that time such kind of the figure of speech is called as synecdoche. So here also we have the example of synecdoche. Let's see the example. From the shadowy coat the white breasts peep. So here breast, that is the part of the body which stands for the doves as a whole. So due to that we have the figure of speech in this particular line, that is called as synecdoche. Remember this. So after discussion on synecdoche, we are going to see one common figure of speech which is called as simile. Simile is used in this poem. Simile is an imaginative comparison of two different things which have something in common. And of course a simile always includes the words like or as. So here also we have the example, that is couched in his kennel like a dog, like a log. So couched in his kennel like a log. So in this particular line we have a like. The word like is there. So it means with the help of word like you can easily recognize that here we have the figure of speech which is called as simile. So dog is directly compared here with a log. So it means whenever something or two objects compared with different things, and of course these are the things which have the common qualities in between. So here the poet has used many figures of speech to create the impact on the minds of the readers. So here this is all about the critical appreciation of the poem Silver. So here I would like to thank you for watching my videos. Stay home, stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you everyone.